assessment in school education has become the most disturbing as well as most interesting thing for children as well as teachers and also parents. This has been noticed after the 1990s. I would link it in a way with the commercialization and monetization of education, where every child is expected to secure the maximum in order to make it to a university degree or a job market, whatever, even the most coveted courses in the Indian Institute of Technology located at various parts of the country. But what is the disturbing element about assessment is instead of a curriculum from objective to processes, it has now become outcome based curriculum. And particularly I was personally involved. I was involved in the National Curriculum Framework, making of the National Curriculum Framework. Then when it was envisaged that we have set up objectives, then teachers and children, learners jointly see that syllabus, that they make something to it, add to it or reduce it, then the processes actually derive the objectives of syllabus as well as the outcomes. But during the course of 10 years, now we have come to realize that it is the outcomes which actually decide even the classroom processes as well as the objectives. So it appears that instead of engine driving the truck, now the truck is driving the engine. So it's kind of almost reverse. Of course, outcomes are important. It is how the Western societies operate as far as school education is concerned. But they have not trivialized the way Indian education system has trivialized assessment, in which the first victim is the learner, the second victim is ultimately the teacher, and the whole system of education in a way failed to meet the desired objectives of the overarching aims of education. Example, let me tell you the other way around. And I am learning a language, whether it is my mother tongue or English language, and I should be learning the language as a whole. What actually happens to the language learning when it comes to continuous evaluation is I am made to specialize each skill in a very trivial manner, resulting in a way trivializing language learning as well as trivializing the wholeness of education. So and it appears that education is trying to create specialists, as a result of which the wholeness of the subject as well as wholeness of life, understanding of life itself is missing. Let me also say that the most suffering subject is the social science, because social sciences and languages, mathematics and science, somehow they have themes, topics on which children are expected to learn something, leave alone the processes through which they have to learn. Somehow they have to learn, and they can be quantified. The learning can be quantified. What is expected of social sciences and languages is, it's not the quantification of how much language you have learned, how much social science you have learned, but as a result of this continuous comprehensive evaluation, which actually aimed at achieving some greater things, could not actually meet those aspirations, resulting in trivializing to the core that children, though make it 100% in each subject, which is really not possible in those days, that I got 100 out of 100 in English or social science, history, but that is happening. In spite of all that, their subject knowledge as well as language proficiency is in question. For example, the recent example of Bihar, where the topper is unable to even answer the basic questions which is expected by even class 5 or class 6 children. This is one thing. The other disturbing thing, in a way, very, very disturbing thing about assessment is when the class 10 results are declared, class 12 results are declared, the newspapers and the media reports are at least 10 to 15 children attempting suicide or actually committing suicide. This is what the assessment has in a way led to. The third thing about the assessment is